Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to TV20. I'm Errol Porter, and this is another episode of Community Spotlight. Today, I'm outside of Murtis Taylor Family and Community Resource Center, and I got a chance to catch up with Robert Johnson Jr. and find out his story about how he went from the Prince to the line dance king of Cleveland. So happy today, man, to get a chance to sit down with the living legend, Robert Johnson Jr., the line dance king of Cleveland. I want to take that journey and talk about how you went from Prince to the line dance king, man. Take us back real quick to your younger days, man. Was a lot of music and dancing in the house?
It was. My grandmother, to this day, I can always hear the song Down Home Blues in my head. And the Denise LaSalle version, which y'all know is a very special version for those that are young enough to remember that. But I've been teaching line dance for 36 years here in Cleveland, Ohio. I started off at a place called King Tut Lodge at 137th and Kinsman Avenue. And to God be the glory, it's expanded. It's now worldwide, it's now international. So somebody teased me and called me the international line dance king.
Right.
We taught on foreign waters. We went on several cruise ships. We taught on MSC, we taught on Carnival cruise ship, Norwegian cruise ship. And we're blessed to have over 6,000 students here in the city of Cleveland. Wow. And after 36 years, God be the glory, it's good for weight loss, it's good for exercise, and we built an extended family through the line dance community.
Now, how do you get involved in that, man? I feel like you love to dance. You started picking up line dances. You said, hey, I can do these line dances a little better than everybody else. I look cooler doing it. I should teach my style. How did you get started in saying I want to be an instructor?
I'm gonna give you the funny story.
All right.
So Earl, I was a church boy.
Okay.
My mother was an assistant pastor here in Cleveland, Ohio. So I'd never been to a club, didn't know how to line dance, didn't know how to dance at all. All I knew was clap my hands and pat my feet in church. So what happened was, I learned how to dance by doing line dancing. So I went to a place called, and I wasn't even old enough to even be here, but because I wasn't a knucklehead and I didn't come in as no cootie, the bar chairman, Mr. Charles Duke, he let me come to a place called King Tut Lodge. Everybody knew I was young, but they allowed me to come in. I put a suit jacket on, I paint my mustache, and they let me come in there. And so I learned how to dance by doing line dancing. Wow. Electric Slide, Transgender Express, JB's Monorail, some of the mainstays of the line dance world. And I branched off. One day he came to me and he said, man, I see you know all these line dances. He said, would you be interested in teaching me about doing line dancing? And I agreed, and I never taught a class before, but here we are 36 years later, and it's a phenomenon. There's probably over 20 instructors in Cleveland, over 2,000 instructors worldwide. They do line dancing in Nebraska, Richmond, Virginia, Florida, and it's gotten so good we have a line dance cruise every year that we take. And we have over 3,000 people that come on a cruise ship every year on Carnival just to come line dance, interact, change dances, and we have a wonderful time together.
And one thing that's cool about that, you're sitting at home making up a dance.
Yes.
And then one day you go out of town and people are doing it.
That's correct. You're right. Honestly, after that happened, we recently did a line dance for Tito Jackson of the world famous Jackson 5. And Google it, it's called Get It Baby. We have over 400,000 views of that particular line dance, even at this point in time. So I'm really excited about that. I've also had a chance to work with some of the greats. I've worked with Next, I've worked with Aaron Hall, I've worked with Gerald Levert, rest in peace. I've also had a chance to work with Tevin Campbell. And I did a couple line dances that went very viral. I did them for right here, one of our own, right here from the OJs, Mr. Eric Nolan. We have a line dance called On My Way. And if you Google that or look it up on YouTube, over 1 million views over there. And we did it live here in Cleveland, Ohio. It was a local taping that was done, but the video and the songs went viral.
Now over the years, you've paid special attention and made plenty of contributions to our seniors in our community. Where'd you find your love for that?
I had a special love for the seniors that started a long time ago. First of all, it started when I was a little boy. I loved, and I say the word L-O-V-E-E-E-E. I loved my grandmother. And my grandmother was very inspirational to me, not only from a spiritual side and Christianity side, but also a love for music. Some of the old school artists from back in the day, Al Green, we can name a whole bunch. But what I wanted to say was I learned a lot of knowledge from seniors, and that's why I have a special love for seniors. One of the first jobs that I had here in Cleveland, I used to work for a lady named Shalitha Mitchell, and I worked in the economy. I always mess that word up. I used to work with the seniors at Tri-C Community College,
right.
And I taught line dance to them, and I also did a little bit of exercise. And that has branched off into my now future life and my current life, in which I have a special love for these young people behind me. I have 4 senior classes that I do during the course of the week. Every Monday and Wednesday we at Sam Silk Southgate location. On Wednesday at 2:30 we have a special class for the seniors. And then on Tuesdays, I teach on the west side for Espanol and Spanish-speaking people. Right. We do line dance with them on Tuesdays. And then on Fridays, I'm right here at Murtis Taylor Center, right here in the great city of Cleveland, Ohio.
That's every day. I don't know if you consider that a job.
I do.
Dancing, music, I mean, you're being fulfilled, always in a happy place. It's got to be pretty special.
Man, you know what? The biggest contribution that somebody said to me was that you saved my life. And I know what they were talking about. That's why I call this a ministry. A lot of people joke with me when I say that. This is my church and I'm the pastor. But as a ministry and as ministry and being a minister, right. The lady told me I saved her life. And I said, how did I do that? And she said she had recently lost her son. And then her husband died about a year or so ago. And she found line dancing. And it opened up a brand new can of worms, a brand new community, a brand new world, a brand new life, exercise, health, wellness. And she has over 150 new friends.
All right. Now, eventually, I feel you're going to make up a line dance for the national anthem in a minute.
Sound good, man. You just gave me a good idea. That's a good idea. And they let me perform it at the Brown Stadium.
Right. Absolutely, man. And that's pretty cool, man. Tell us the importance of our seniors being active also.
Very important. Line dance is good for weight loss. It's good for cardiovascular. It's good for your blood pressure. It's also scientifically designed that line dancing defrays, I don't say eliminate, but it defrays Alzheimer's, because you use your brain and use the brain activity. You try to remember the steps, you try to remember your counts, you try to remember what song that comes with what particular line dance that goes with that, and they do an awesome job on it. They actually know more than I do.
I recently got to attend one of your events, the Senior Soul Food Luncheon.
Correct.
That you had recently. You're doing that again. Tell everybody the whole concept behind that.
Yes, when that started off, I actually inherited that from the Wave radio station. They should do the Senior Wave Luncheon series, and the Wave went out of business. And one day I was at home during COVID, and I said, well, we need to keep that going on. So I started the series of Senior Soul Food Luncheons, and every year, 4 times a year, we do these luncheons. And thank God, TV20 was at our last event. We had over 400 people. Wow. It was at LaSalle Theater on 185th Street. We're doing that again December the 6th. And what's special about that is we're giving every senior a gift for Christmas. Wow. There are some seniors that never get a chance to have a gift, whether they're an empty nester or a husband passed away, wife passed away. So as a gift for them, we give them a gift for the holiday. We have live entertainment, we have full course dinner, we have a fashion show for them, and we have a wonderful time. And this year, I'm so honored to report to you that we have a national recording artist, R&B legend, Glenn Jones will be there on Friday, December the 6th, LaSalle Theater. You can purchase your tickets today, or you can call me at 216-778-0401. And thank you for this time. I appreciate it, Earl.
That's going to be another phenomenal event, man. I can't wait for that also. And to sum up with you, real quick, I want you to sum up what line dancing means to you. Take me to your family life. You got to juggle this, juggle family. I know you had a brand new grandson now. And
twins too.
Twins. Tell us about your family life.
Well, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you have to make sacrifice, and unfortunately the times are made sacrificially on a time frame. I have to make appointments to see my grandkids, got to be so busy. But I also have a DJ service too, Earl. I DJ a lot of parties on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I DJ different events. So that brings about, a time constraint sometimes. But to God be the glory. I thank God that I enjoy my ministry. I enjoy what God has given me to give to the people. We have so much fun, and God has allowed us to touch so many lives in so many different ways. But for me, line dancing is my therapy, and line dance is my therapist. So a lot of people go see therapy and therapists. This is therapy. This is your therapist. So I invite you to come join the line dance train.
Now we're always fighting for identity here in Cleveland. Do you call Cleveland the line dance capital of the world?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Right.
We have over 20 instructors. There's probably about 30 or 35 classes here in Cleveland. We have a newsletter we put out. Deborah and Darlene, the D sisters I call them, they put a newsletter out every month, and it contains all of the classes here in Cleveland, Ohio. You can line dance in Cleveland 7 days a week, sometimes 3 or 4 times in the same day. Morning, afternoon, and evening.
To every single song that was ever made.
Every single song that's ever made. We currently have over 4,000 line dances that we have in rotation.
How many do you know?
I'm going to say 2,000 of them.
2,000 line dances.
Right,
wow.
at least.
You can do it at the drop of a dime. That's
You put the song on, I tell you how to, or you show me the steps and I'll show you how it go.
I still got Transient Express down packed, dude.
That's a legend. It'll never go out of style, man.
Man, I'm like I said, man, I'm honored to sit here, man, give you your flowers today. And we appreciate the work you've been doing in our community, man. Keep uplifting everyone, keep taking care of our seniors, and keep spreading line dances all over the world.
I appreciate it, Earl.
Appreciate you,
until
man.
it's time for me to hit the grave.
Right.
They said, how long you gonna be teaching line dancing? I said, from the tomb to the womb.
Right.
From the womb to the tomb.
And we can go get a little personal. We're both Bengals with wings.
That's correct.
Benedictine, and you went on to become a Hornet.
Yes,
I went on
correct.
to become a Cardinal.
Yes, we did.
Still flying.
We're still flying though. But we were the minority then, back in the day.
Right.
We went to Benedictine High School,
Right.
got a great education,
Awesome.
and this was a great opportunity. And I thank so much for TV20 for giving us the opportunity to showcase our line dance program and for doing this interview today. I thank you.
Appreciate you, and appreciate all these seniors that got your back when you call them and tell them what colors to wear. I got the memo.
Hey, Larry, well, let me get up out of here because they ready to get back on the line dance train.
Right,
but thank you for your time. Thank you, TV20.
You. Hey, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Community Spotlight with my man, Robert Johnson Jr., the Line Dance King. We appreciate you. Man, what a great time that was. The seniors are in there getting down. And I even learned the 2 steps on the way. Hey, shout out to my man, Robert Johnson Jr., the Line Dance King of Cleveland, and TV20 is so honored to be able to give him his flowers. I'm Errol Porter, reporting for TV20. This has been Community Spotlight.